And we back in this motherfucker. KiNg EmErY. Lizzy with the Glizzy. Back like we never left. Episode 22 in this hole. We finna get right.
Whatever that COVID talk was.
I said get right. Anyways, man, we back with the Off the Lick podcast, episode 22. We got, is it 21? Okay, I'm just making sure, man.
Do not do this shit
I'm
again.
just making sure, man. We got Lizzy with the motherfucking Glizzy. She's so beautiful that she's ugly, and she's so ugly that she fucking beautiful. How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing amazing.
I can tell you have a lot of energy. I love the energy.
Exactly. Your bald-headed ass.
Bald-headed by choice.
But you know...
But I know what?
But you know who more bald than you?
What?
These nuts. This episode is sponsored by our partners at Manscaped, man. They got this new shit. It's called the Lawnmower 3.0.
No. I definitely seen that it was the 4.0.
What the fuck is you talking about? They got the 4.0?
Look at Lizzy coming in. Gotta prove a point. Gotta be correct
I was using the 3.0, but I ain't know they had a 4.0.
And that's why you got 3.0 balls. You got upgrade.
You sleep as fuck. Sleep as a motherfucker. Let me see. Oh, this the one you got? Oh, I heard about the ceramic blade that was replaceable.
Yeah. And the one that also has the wireless charger now. They got a wireless pad now.
Oh, so they got the multifunctional switch that gets on travel mode. Yep. Easy for travel.
Yep, and you get up to 90 minutes of use at
wow.
the full charge.
I would have never known that. I've been using the 3.0 this whole fucking time, bro.
Get with the 4.0. 4.0.
So wait. You mean to tell me if I use promo code Off the Lick, I get 20% off?
20% off. 20.
Hi, man. I guess I gotta update my shit. But hey, anyways, without further ado, let's start the show.
When the folks go to sleep, I can't fight it. Locked in my mode, I feel like I'm indicted. All turning cold and I think that I like it. Look at my drip, got these hoes all excited. They tried to kill me, the fire ignited and I beat the...
And we back with the Off the Lick podcast because we back in this hole. You know we just in this hole. I'm just playing.
Please.
We got Lizzy with the Glizzy. Lizzy drinking this episode. How you doing, Lizzy? I'm feeling good, energetic. My balls clean and shit. How you feeling?
Excuse me, I just burped. But
disgusting.
I am doing good. Thank you for asking.
No problem. We got a lot of podding to do. I see we ain't got no guests, but we got to work on our chemistry, don't we? Wow.
I'm just joking.
Ain't that a bitch? But anyways, I'm gonna let you take it away then.
Oh, my ear is just, hold on.
Itchy your ass.
Ooh, that was
funky dog head, bitch. Funky dog head, bitch.
Anyway, go ahead. The fuck are you doing? Weirdo. A real weirdo out here.
Okay. So that's a good question. That I had asked the question in my head first. Now I'm gonna ask it out loud. Why do I have to always start with a topic? Oh, Lizzy gotta start. What about you?
I always come with the whoop whoop. I always come with the, come on, man.
This is going to be one of them times when I go on Instagram and post on my page all the times that Emery said that Lizzy came with the bangers. The bangers.
He ain't coming with shit, man. Let's go. Let's get it.
And then another video of him hating at his finest, bro.
I never hate.
But anyways, okay, so let's see. How's the weather, guys?
What the fuck?
I'm just joking, but seriously. Okay, so
hold on, cause we off the lick.
I'm just joking.
What the fuck? This girl is acting brand new. Her nigga might be using that 4.0. You feel me? Your dude ain't using that 4.0.
He is, but you not funny.
That was funny.
That's cat. I'm calling
was funny.
cat. That's cat.
That was funny.
That's cat.
Out of pocket for that shit.
Period.
Way out of pocket.
Exactly.
What do you gain from that?
What?
Shut up. My shots.
Like, what did he gain from that?
I was just asking you.
So
You in a good mood today? So I'm just saying.
okay, well, my mood has nothing to do with no nigga, no person, but me.
I'm just saying somebody's using that 4.0.
It could be
But
me,
anyway.
but I don't have no balls.
Whoa.
But don't even act like that because
Is that a revelation? Did she just come out with the truth?
You
She
can
been
cut
a-
this part out, but you definitely said I can use it on my pubic area.
Fuck you.
That's what you said.
I never said that.
That's why I said you can cut this part out. You said it before.
I didn't say
camera.
that. Okay, I didn't say that though. So you just making that up.
You did say that. You
I
said,
didn't
I'm
say
sure
that.
you can use it on your pubic area, and I think you said pubic or whatever the fuck I think you
That
said.
didn't happen because you ain't got no proof. So
From the first fucking video I do when it was fucking recorded.
I deleted it.
Okay, and I'm gonna go in your motherfucking trash and get it back.
I deleted it
No,
out of
you
there too.
didn't.
Yes, I did.
No, you didn't.
Come on, man.
I'm
Let's
gonna
go.
go in your
'cause
iCloud. Don't play with me.
Shut
nigga.
up. Shut up. Anyways, man. Get that 4.0 in your life, man.
Yeah, because he needs it. And if someone wants to buy it for him,
Don't nobody need to buy that 4.0. I'm already stacked up on game, man. Shout out to our sponsors.
no.
Cause we,
Wrong one.
god damn, she act drunk already.
Bro,
Cause
that's the second time. Oh, shit.
Lizzy. Damn, this girl need to quit getting drunk before the podcast. Come on, let's
That's because I picked up the wrong cup. You wouldn't let me explain myself. You just want to keep going on. Like,
Lizzy, let's take this motherfucking
You
shot.
said, fuck Lizzy. The show must go on.
Come over this way. You getting out of the camera, nigga.
Because I'm fucking laughing. I'm not worried about being in the camera.
You do look like a horse when you laugh, so I'm glad you getting out of the camera. Come on, cause we off the lick. I'm joking, man. It's all jokes.
You called me a horse?
I was joking, man.
This
You know
nigga
how
called me
horses
a
look when
horse.
they smile? I'm joking. Come on, man. Come on, let's go.
I did want to talk about chemistry on what show, please.
Shut up. Come on, cause we off the lick, man. Let's get it.
Get me some more chaser. Let's get that.
Bro, you shouldn't have drunk all your fucking chaser. What was you drinking?
Why
Just
you
regular.
look so high?
Bro, why was you drinking regular chaser, bro? If it's for this.
What you
Lizzy, it's your last.
Y'all, I didn't drink at all yet.
I feel like I'm babysitting right now, y'all. Now y'all see what I
the
gotta
only
go.
thing he babysitting is
Now
that
y'all-
motherfucking shot. Cheers.
Now y'all see what I gotta deal with, every pod, children.
That was nasty.
This shit flat than a bitch. Ooh-wee. Let's get into some topics now. Let's break it down.
So, y'all. Well, I guess I have a question. Like, how do you, as a man, feel about your female or your significant other potentially having like some type of body contouring surgery, whether it's an invasive surgery or not?
You get your opinion first.
Well, I don't want to give my opinion first because you're a man, and I don't want my opinion to alter your viewpoint. Like, I want to hear your viewpoint raw.
Alright, for sure. So, me as a man, I wouldn't really care too much because, like I said, if this is what you want to do for yourself,
Yeah.
go ahead and do it. But if you're doing it so that other people can view you as, something, then you shouldn't do it. Because after you get that, you're going to always be trying to up the ante because you'll never be happy with yourself. Mm-hmm. You get what I'm saying?
I do. I do.
So that's one thing me and my girl been talking about. She thinking about getting a BBL. I'm like, I don't have no problem with it. But the thing is, are you getting it for you, or are you getting it for people to not talk about you? If that makes any sense.
Cause baby,
you get what I'm saying?
Always
that
gonna talk,
bro. That ain't gonna do shit to your self-esteem. It might heighten it at first because you might feel good, but at the same time, after you get that shit right, you gonna be always trying to like, you know.
I mean, what did she say? Did she give you a reason, or did she, when you asked her, like?
I ain't gonna put her business out there. She said,
I'm saying she was able to give you reasons, right?
Moral, kinda. That's what I'm saying.
Okay, I mean, you don't have to. I just wanted to make sure it wasn't like something where she just pretty much was just like, just cause. Like, I wanted to make sure like she actually gave a reason. So you don't gotta tell me the reasons. That's none of my business.
Somewhat, it's like 50-50, but I'm just like, bro, if you getting it for yourself, me personally, I don't care because that's what you're doing with your body. But at the same time, I feel like it's still kind of like, either way you look at it, you still trying to fit in with like society and shit. Because everywhere you look on Instagram, it's a bitch with a BBL.
Yeah.
Looking all crazy and shit. So, if you're not doing it for yourself, let me hit my weed pen real quick.
Do not listen to him. That's that corner store vape.
Lizzy, you got 2 more jokes before I karate chop your ass.
Hit him like karate chop.
I'm warming it up, Lizzy. Anyways, go ahead. What's your viewpoint on this shit?
So I want to say, before I completely like wholly or 100% educated myself on like invasive surgery to correct something physically about yourself, I used to think like, why would you do that? Like, why wouldn't you like just go to the gym and work out? Like, why wouldn't you do some form of exercise to work out? Why wouldn't you eat right? Like, stop eating out. Like, that was just like my mindset. And then I educated myself, and I had realized, like, and even today, I was just like, oh, a BBL is more than just getting your butt bigger. Like, it's so much deeper than that. It's literally for women who struggle with those stubborn fat. What they do is they take those stubborn fats and they transfer it to your butt.
I'm hiding a hole. Nah, I'm just playing. Go ahead.
Somebody doesn't want to be in the military anymore.
Come on, bro.
Out of pocket for that shit. Way out of pocket. What do you gain from that?
A lot.
Go ahead.
But so that's when I educated myself, and I had realized that I can understand, like, when it comes down to stubborn fat, you know, it's hard to get rid of it. And sometimes people spend years and years freaking working out and eating healthy and trying this diet and doing this, that, and the third. And I know you're about to say something, so don't even put
I'm gonna just ask a question.
Oh, go ahead.
So, wouldn't you feel more accomplished if you worked out for it and you got it and you can flash it versus if you just got surgery? Because everybody knows you got surgery.
I mean, you really don't know if people get surgery unless they flaunt it.
That's cap.
Is it?
Very, very much so.
Is it? I'm going to take this moment. I'm going to show.
You can look at pictures, but at the end of the day, it's like, well, I don't really care. It's not that big of a deal to me. Hey, if you want to get the BBL, hey.
I think a lot of people associate BBL with, you know, like how when it first became like popular, like where people were actually like going and doing it, and it wasn't just like the famous people. People always associated it with a huge ass. But that's not what a BBL is. That's what like social media and the media fucking normalizes, and what they make seem is the actual like BBL, but it's not. BBL is literally a surgery where not all BBLs, but the BBLs that I did research on, the different ones, they're the ones that they take those stubborn fats and put it in the butt, because most people, and that's why I say most people, don't get me on this one. Most people, they have more fat around their body than they do in their ass. And we know, that sounds mean, but we know a lot of females trying to go to the gym and get that big ass, like, you know, but but they can't get rid of their fucking body fat. Like, they look good in certain things, but it's just kind of like they don't look good in everything. Like, and that's, I think, is if somebody gave me that reason for why they wanted to do surgery, I would be like, okay, like, you know, like, but like, the reason why I say that is because I will only like understand it if someone's constantly they've done what you needed to do to like make your. Oh, I'm sorry.
So it won't be in one ear.
So, how can you hear me better in both?
Like turn it towards you.
I thought it's just because it was covering my face. That's why. Is that better?
You need to cover your face with your ugly ass.
Crickets.
Go ahead, man. Go ahead. It's too late now. It's too late. Go ahead.
So, ooh, that was funny.
Get on with it, nigga. You've been bullshitting.
So, I'm not bullshitting. I'm trying to explain my point, but you always trying to interrupt my shit, bro. Anyway, so how I feel about it is I feel like if a person did the necessary steps to maintain what they have or lose what they have or whatever goal they're trying to meet by exercising and eating like having healthy eating habits, and this is what they chose to do because those actions aren't getting them results. I'm like, okay, like I understand. But if it's just a bitch that just don't do nothing to change herself, and she's like, oh well, I'm gonna go get surgery,
yeah,
that's when it's just kind of like, well, did you see like the non-surgery way might work for you?
That's true. Well, shout out everybody who's getting a BBL. For whatever makes you happy is what makes you happy at the end of the day. It don't matter what I think. It don't matter what Lizzy think. It don't matter what reason you're actually doing it for. But if you're doing it, salute to you. But anyways, on that note, we finna switch to the next topic and we finna take a shot because we off the lick, man. Let's get it.
I don't get no chaser. What we getting?
Come on, man.
Yay, chaser.
That shit is flat as fuck, man.
Can't drink off the same bottle as you because
you got me fucked up. You got me fucked all the way up.
I just never know.
Don't do that.
With Corona out here.
Don't do that.
He looks like a lingering.
Because we off the lick, man.
Why did I tap both cups? Let me try to chase away first.
I'm hot in a hole. No, just...
That was so nasty.
My topic is survival instinct a gift or a curse? Now I'm gonna explain what I think about it. Survival instinct, is that a gift or a curse?
We talked about this last episode.
Nah, we didn't. It was the episode that got... Yeah, so we good. Anyways, so my thing about survival instinct, right? Let me explain survival instinct, right? In my case, it's different in everybody's case and everything. So, number one, from the jump, you always analyzing the next come up. Now, for example, me, as far as like, you know, any opportunity, any situation that I'm in, I'm always trying to like come up in some form of fashion, whether it's financially, whether it's like a good look for the situation, not like overdoing it, like just doing anything for clout or doing anything for money, but it's more of like, okay, I gotta figure out, you know, my next stream of income or some shit like that, right? So some people might look at that as a good thing or a bad thing, but I'm gonna take what you give me and I'm gonna just use that hand of cards that you gave me to try to see if I can elevate in a certain aspect of life, depending on what situation I'm in, right? Mm-hmm. Point number two is that could lead to you being kind of detached from loved ones, right? Mm-hmm. Because a lot of humans put their feelings first, right?
Yeah.
they put like, okay,
Sorry.
for example, how can I put this? Because I don't want it to sound bad. If you put your feelings first, right? There might be like, let's say Lizzy was a rapper, right? And I'm like, yeah, I know you doing something for yourself, and I know you trying to elevate your career, but I don't want you to do a song with this female artist because she might like you or something. Get what I'm saying? So I'm just saying, like, if you was a rapper.
Oh, you would tell me that.
Yeah, and if I had my feelings, if I move by feelings, my first thing would be like, yeah, Lizzy, I don't want you to do this because this person might feel some type of way towards you, right? I don't want you to do that just because based off emotion. Versus you, if you operate like, okay, I'm doing a song with this person because it's gonna bring me more like viewers, more clout, more listeners and shit like this. You looking at it from a business aspect, but your loved one or whoever is looking at it as like, nah, you might fucking start liking her. You know what I mean? You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's another point. Third point I had was shut the fuck up. So back to when I was like, I play with the cards I'm given, right? So let's say, for example, this is as far as survival instinct, right? Let's say, for example, somebody is looking at me as a dumbass, right? Mm-hmm. So I played a dumbass role to get what I want, right? Mm-hmm. Let's say you in the military or whatever, and fucking like somebody in your chain of command is like, oh, okay, this motherfucker is retarded. Yeah. Like, this motherfucker don't know how to move right and all this other shit. You, with a survival instinct, you would use that to your advantage because they already think that about you regardless. So by you trying to prove to them, you kind of moving backwards when you can use that to your benefit, right? So I'm just speaking as far as like, I'm using that as an example of how I use survival instinct, right?
Right.
So let's say somebody in my chain of command was like, oh, this is a dumbass or whatever. He don't know or whatever. So I'm going to play the dumbass. And I'm going to use that to my advantage in a way where you can't do anything about it. So I'm going to, play the system like I'm a dumbass. And I'm going to keep listening and keep on watching what's going on and help elevate myself based off of your assumptions. You get what I'm saying? Are you confused? Let me know where you confused at.
I want to see your overall point come together.
I know. I'm just bringing you the bullet points.
Oh, okay. Then yeah, I'm tracking with the bulletin, the bulletin points.
All right. And the last bullet is
bullet point. Are they bullet points or bulletin points? It doesn't matter.
Nigga, it don't fucking matter. Shut the fuck up. But yeah, anyways. Before I was so rudely interrupted.
Them high thoughts or them drunk thoughts.
Oh yeah, I already know. Trust me, I already know. But yeah, so my last bulletin point is it was taught to one. I was pretending to drop it. Shut the fuck up. It was taught to one. All right. So like, let's say
it was taught.
It was taught. Like my mom taught me.
Oh. So
the reason my mom taught me survival instincts is because like she wanted us to be able to function without her being alive.
Right.
Cause she always, was like, if I die, I want y'all to be good. I want y'all to be able to not need me.
Right.
So that's why I learned these survival instincts. So in a nutshell, I asked, is survival instincts a gift and a curse? Overall, a person like me would look at it as a gift. Because I'm like, okay, I know how to navigate in any situation. I know how to finagle my way into a successful situation. Even if it look bad, I figure out a way to make it suit me. But in the long run, or in the view of certain people's eyes, it would look as if like you kind of like a finesser, like a slimy person, pretty much. So, in that aspect, what do you think about survival instinct? Is it a gift or a curse?
So I feel like that was super dragged out just to get to you.
Shut the fuck up. I had to,
bro, let me tell y'all what he just did. He by time what he painted a picture that was making sense in the beginning, but then it was just like, I don't see where you're going with this. But then the picture started coming together, and it was kind of like, dang. But okay,
I was explaining
my viewpoint
of it. Yeah, my viewpoint of it. So, do you overall think it's a gift and a curse, or a curse, and why?
I think that. So I'm gonna start with saying that I think that it can be both, and the reason why I say that it can be a gift, I like to talk about the positive before the negative. Right?
Talk about the negative first, and then talk about the positive.
I want to talk about the positive first,
so we can end it on a good note.
So counter sue, counter whatever.
Come on, man. It can still counter if you start with the negative.
All right. So I guess the negative portions, or the negative part about having that survivor instinct, is that you're always on the prowl. You're always like how he was saying, you're always trying to get that one up. And
not necessarily. I'll let you talk. My bad.
Okay, so let me fix my verbiage. Sometimes that can be like, if that's how people are, that I feel like that would be like a negative aspect. Only reason why I say that is because if you're always on like the lookout, you're never allowing yourself to like receive the information, to sink in and sit in that information, or whatever the case may be. Wherever it is, you're not allowing yourself to just be in it. So that's why I said it can be a negative aspect. But then also another thing when it comes down to survival instincts is that the reason why it could be negative is because it sometimes you can allow yourself to not let other people in, because you have such a wall up and you feel like you can survive by yourself, which you probably can. Like, I'm not putting that past anyone, but it's hard for you to like let someone in if you have like super strong survival like mentality, where you can't like let someone in, because you might feel like people are going to like come and get you in a negative way, or always going to be out to get you. You might feel like someone might try to take from you, or might, if they hurt you one time, like that was always their intentions. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, that's true.
And so then those are the only things I can think about negative. But I think having survival instincts is necessary and is primarily positive, because it's like you want to be on alert. You want to have that guard up. You want to know when to put it down. So you also want to know how to exist by yourself, but you also want to know how to coexist with someone. That's true survival right there. Knowing how to make it on your own, but also making it with someone without changing yourself or losing sight of your survival instincts. I think that's really good. It's a positive for me. I think another positive can be like simply like it shows that you respect like the people who instilled that in you, because it's just like you're not just like whatever you taught me, whatever. You're like living in it. You're doing exactly, and I feel like that would make people proud, like to see, oh damn, like when all the times I was telling him this or telling her that, like she actually listened. Like it finally is showing. Like, I don't know.
So what do you think about people without survival instinct?
People without,
because you can like, I meet people like this all the time. They like kind of like very affected about the smallest shit.
Yeah.
That's not gonna matter a week from now. It's not gonna matter months from now.
I think with that,
and that kind of slows them down from like shit like chasing your dream, or like,
well,
I'm not saying it stop them, but it slow them down. Like, you know what I mean?
No, I know what you mean. Definitely creates more obstacles. But I think with that specifically, I feel like, even myself, like, and I have survival instincts, most definitely, but I feel like with me, I do have reactions that, you know, in the moment I'm just like reacting just because I'm so in touch with my emotions that when I take a step back, I'm like, damn, like I probably didn't have to say that, or I probably shouldn't have said that, but I never like regret the things that I say or do. Like, obviously if I didn't like do it intentionally, I'm not gonna regret the unintentional, because the unintentional happens for a reason. Now if you're intentionally trying to hurt someone, that's something different.
That's different. We ain't talking about that.
But that's how I felt about that part, to what you're saying. Now back to the first half of it, not having survival instincts at all. I don't know how are you making it. I guess that's my answer. Like how do you do it? Like,
they just going with what the world throw at them.
you going with the flow,
and then they dealing with what's in front of them, and then after they get done with dealing with that, then they continue their path or whatever.
I mean, it just depends, because when it comes down to that, that's kind of like a little bit of iffy, because if a person's dealing with what's in front of them and they're not looking past the present, is how are they going about that? Like, how are they going about handling the present? Like, are they attacking it to a point where they trying to get it away so that they can see a clearer future, or are they just like literally okay, well
So I can think of an example, right? When keeping it real goes wrong, right? So like, you remember the Dave Chappelle skit when he was like, when keeping it real goes wrong? So basically, you at your job or whatever, and your boss come to you like sideways. A person without survival instinct, they gonna like immediately like tell him like, nah, you got me fucked up and blah 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 blah, not thinking about what's going what will happen after that. Mm-hmm. But a motherfucker with survival instinct, they gonna let them have it, you know. But on the back end, they gonna remember how they came at them like that, so they gonna like use it to their benefit, if that makes any sense.
I mean,
so they gonna remember, like, okay, so I know if, you know, I get in this situation, you know, I'm gonna just keep it cool, I'm gonna play it cool, blah 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 blah. But a person without survival instinct, they just gonna like spaz out, like, and then whatever consequences come, they gonna get over that hurdle and then continue with whatever the fuck. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's an example, like, how people move without survival instincts. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So what you feel about that?
I feel like that's true. Like, I feel like people do, like, when you don't have, but, you know, survival instincts, before I continue that on with that statement, I think survival instincts, when you're speaking in that aspect, I feel like it's much deeper than just having that survival instinct. It goes deeper to having the basics of life figured out, like.
But that's survival.
But instinct. No, I know that, but that's what I'm saying. But, you know, when it all comes down to it, I guess it's all just really just the same thing, like. And that's what I'm saying. Like, if you literally can afford to you go through the process to get the job, and you can afford to lose a job, boo, you don't need to be working, because you got life figured out. Yeah. Because I don't know nobody, no one person that is going to you know, not think about what they say to the boss. Like, it's not like another coworker, like, you know, like, and not have to think like they have anything to lose. Because, I
mean, still they know they got something to lose, but they just can't let that go. Like, nah, that person got me fucked up.
I mean, but
instead of analyzing the situation while they're talking, like, I got this gift where I can like analyze like what you're like, analyze like how you talking to me and shit, but I can analyze what's my next come up as you're talking, and still listen to what you're saying.
Yeah.
And still answer what you're saying. But a lot of people, they just hear how you're saying it and they go off the deep end, like.
Yeah, I definitely think that, you know, even if you were going to choose that day to tell your boss about himself, like, obviously you can go off on them without going off on them. Does that make sense? Like, you can let them say what they need to say, but then you can also pull them aside, like, hey, like, you know, what you did wasn't cool. Okay, let's start there. But obviously in a more respectful way, like, I don't appreciate you talking to me this way, X, Y, and Z, or whatever the case you may say to them. But I feel like, you know, if a person, I guess my whole point that I'm trying to make is, if a person does not have those basic survival instincts or the desire to have it, like, I don't see, like, how you are able to make it in this world, in America.
That's true. Well, shout out to Lizzy with the Glizzy, man. She doing her part. Talking to these niggas. And let's take the next shot. Cause we off the lick, man.
Licky lick lick.
For sure. Let's get it.
I barely got a taster, so we're gonna do.
So you're gonna have to down that shot for real, for real.
You got me.
Shut the fuck up, Lizzy. You act like you don't drink.
I don't.
Lizzy is a lying ass motherfucker. Cause we off the lick, man.
That was too much for me.
You'll be alright. Go ahead, Lizzy.
Now, I think that this is a nice, ending topic. I really do. Now, I feel like we talked about this last week a little bit, but what I don't want you guys to feel like this is what we talked about last week. I want you to focus on exactly like what I'm about to say right now. So, how do you guys feel? And I'm gonna, I'm asking you, but I'm asking them too. Okay. How do you guys feel about people? I guess breaking that. So, all right. Let me break it down. Let me give you a little bit backstory. Not backstory on the situation, but like an example, right? If you are like in close quarters with someone, like close whatever with the person, whether it's in an apartment, whether it's at work, and you guys have like the next cubicle over from each other or whatnot, like that's my example right there. So my I wanted to give that small example so you knew what I was talking about. Sorry, are you laughing at me?
Go ahead.
Okay, sorry, I'm trying to give the example, y'all. I'm so sorry. So how do you guys feel about people just pretty much like violating that? That's my question. Like, how do you feel about people violating your own private space, your own like security?
If somebody violating your private space, then what you mean? Like, you talking about in work? You talking about everyday life? Like,
so if you know how, like, okay, so perfect example at work, right? If you have someone that's constantly watching you at work, or always keeping tabs on everything you're doing, like you're gonna start to feel violated. Like, you're gonna start to feel like this person's like either stalking you, harassing you. You're gonna feel some type of way because it's kind of gonna be like, why are you keeping tabs on every single thing that happens here? That's what I mean by how do you feel about that violation? That's what I meant.
I feel like it's different if it's work versus your spouse. Are you talking about your significant other, or are you specifically talking about work?
I'm not talking about work. I'm not talking about home. I'm not talking about society. I'm not talking about anything in specific. What I'm talking about is
a random person.
How do you feel if a person violates whoever? How do you feel about a person? But yeah, a random person. Okay, let's do a random person for this question. How do you feel about a random person violating your personal space, like your personal area, and then allowing your business to no longer be private? So
somebody giving your business out to people, and
in a sense, doing that, yes.
Oh, okay. So so if it's multiple parts. So if a random person or a person that you once considered as somebody as your friend or something, mm-hmm. if they violating like your privacy or something like that, then obviously, that's the wrong thing. And I'll probably be the nigga that like confront that person, and ain't no telling what else will happen. But I first confront that person, and first you gotta let somebody know that they violating your space. What goes unsaid is unknown.
Yeah.
So if you don't speak about it,
how you gonna know about it?
Exactly. But in the same sense, if there's a person that's maybe like
excuse me,
knowingly violating your personal space,
yeah,
you definitely gotta check that.
Yeah.
You definitely gotta step up with more aggression and more like, cause at the end of the day, they know what they doing in that case or whatever. So you just gotta meet them where they. I'm the type of person that give people the same energy they give me.
Exactly.
So if you coming to me with aggression, I'm gonna come to you with aggression, depending on where the aggression is coming from. Obviously, if it's somebody at work coming to me with aggression, I'm gonna act slower. If it's somebody like wanna like somebody that I consider a friend or something come to me with aggression, I'm gonna come with that same amount of aggression or more, because I'm showing you that like, nah, you ain't finna do this to me or whatever, right?
Yeah.
If it's your significant other and they coming to you like, you know, on some like devious shit, sometimes you just gotta play it by hand, whatever it calls for.
Right.
So that's my viewpoint on it.
My viewpoint on it is, I feel like everyone, you know, we're all adults, and I just feel like it gets to a point where like it's not okay for anybody to violate anyone's personal property, anyone's personal space, anyone's personal anything. If it doesn't have anything to do with you, why are you concerning yourself, right? Now, I understand when it becomes a concern, when it starts to impede or like affect your personal space, your personal environment. That makes sense, right? But it's just like, then how do you go about that? Like, are you going about that in a positive way? Or are you going about that in a negative way? Like, maybe that person who's violating your space, like you said, if you don't speak about it, how are you going to know about it? Maybe they don't know that that's violating, you know, it's a violation to you. So it's just like, I guess my whole point with even asking the question is, when do people think to take the mature way, the adult way? You know, like, it's bothersome when people walk around, and I hope I don't get shitted on for this, but it's bothersome for me when people walk around and they claim and they express so much how they're so mature and how they're a grown up and they're adult. But it's like, to be an adult and to be mature and to be a grown up, you have to do adult things. You have to make adult moves. Like, yes, you're going to make errors, you're going to make mistakes, but it's I don't know what I was trying to say, but you're going to make mistakes. Like, no one's expecting you to be perfect, but to walk around and claim and preach something that saying that you are that, but you're not really, your actions aren't showing that, it's weird. Like, it's weird. It's like a child walking around, I'm grown, I can do whatever I want, like, and you're literally just grown and you're doing whatever you want.
I feel like, I don't know if this what you were getting at, but I feel like if you stepping into somebody's business, like informed or whatever the fuck it is, that's like a violation. But if you like really concerned about somebody, you can pull them to the side and be like, and my next topic is kind of going to be something on this topic. Pull you a little chaser.
Where am I pulling chaser from?
In your cup.
I'm not chasing.
Come on, man.
No.
Lizzy.
That's so nasty.
Shut up.
Bro, this is so nasty, okay?
But nah, like, I feel where you coming from. If somebody's saying something that they not, then
I just feel like when it comes down to being, you know, being in your space and trying not to be in someone else's space, it's all about respect. Everything I think I'm ever going to talk about on this show is going to be, okay, respect. Like, you have to respect someone's personal space so that they can respect your personal space. Now, obviously, if they're not respecting your personal space, then you can do something about it. But it's just like, bro, people be killing me. Y'all be killing me when y'all walking around talking some y'all this, that, and the third, but then your actions are saying otherwise. Boo, you have to pick one. Like, are you really that, or are you trying to be that, but you're just not quite there yet?
Talk to these niggas, Lizzy. But yeah, on that note, we finna take another shot because we off the league, man.
Hold on, let me do a dab to the left, a dab to the
Please stop,
right.
dude. You embarrass me every time we come on the podcast doing that weird shit. Fuck, man.
Niggas. What can you do? They're
Please.
just here.
Please, Lizzy.
We didn't ask for them. Why couldn't God make man out of woman?
What?
What do you mean, what? We all know the story about how we was made from a rib from the man.
Yeah, y'all come from us, so y'all gotta respect
and that's
us.
why y'all need us.
Bow down, motherfucker.
And y'all bow down to us all the
We
time.
do. We definitely do.
Every day.
We definitely do.
Cheers.
I can't even cap.
Clap.
Just to get some pussy? Nah, just I'm joking. The people, the viewers know I'm joking. And actually, this off subject and it's not the next topic, but I noticed more black women watch this show than fucking anything.
This show?
Yes. I thought it would be more niggas because it's off the lick, bro.
No.
But
Females want to hear. That's why I was so happy that we actually like went through with this podcast, because I remember when we had just was talking about it and I was just oh yes, shit, sorry.
Cause we off the lick, man. Get right. Come on, Lizzy. You ain't that drunk, nigga.
I'm not drunk at all. That was really nasty.
Right. Go ahead. You happy that we started this podcast when we started off?
I have to cover the title, y'all.
Yeah, man. No free promo, nigga.
But
that's why you got to use that 4.0.
But and not the 3.0. But
you can use the 3.0 too, because that's still a Manscaped product.
I mean, yeah,
but
like, why would you?
Better?
Exactly, yeah, y'all hyped to go get the next iPhone, get the next Manscaped.
Exactly,
ooh, upgrade.
Exactly. They got the 4.0 out. They got the travel case. You know what I mean? The travel mode, easy to travel. You know, the toggle switch. You hear me?
It's the wireless charging for me.
Oh God, man.
But no, for real.
It's the skin safe blades that's for me, man. Like,
or the 90-minute use after a fully charged for me.
Man, 90 minutes, nigga. You know how much you can shave your balls in 90 minutes? But go ahead,
you might fuck around, go to another body part like But
wait,
anyways,
what?
No, like whatever. He fucked that shit up.
No, I didn't know what
like I mean, like you might end up fucking shaving another body part because you got so much time on the thing.
Why would you shave another body part if you just shaved your nuts? Stop, Lizzy.
Wait, that's a question. Lizzy. Do people use two separate razors to shave their pubic hair versus their rest of their body?
Why would you shave your face with the same thing you shaved your nuts with?
About their face? Oh wait, niggas don't shave their underarms. That's what I was thinking about, your underarms and your legs.
I don't know.
I mean, I don't know.
I don't know. If you shave your legs as a nigga, bro, I don't know.
Some niggas probably don't like the way it fucking feel, bro. When it be cold.
If that bothers you, bro.
Bro, in the cold. When your fucking hairs be straight and hurting and rubbing against your fucking pants or sticking to your socks. Bro, what? Bro, I hate when my hair start to grow back in the winter time. That
if
shit
you a
is
nigga
painful.
and you shave your legs, bro, I mean, I'm not judging, but I'm judging.
It sounds like you judging.
I'm not judging, but I'm judging.
Okay, so
go ahead. Why are you happy that we started this podcast and then we can get on the next topic?
I was very happy that we started this podcast because for me, it was just like, I said this from the very, very beginning when he asked me to be a guest on the show. He was like, yeah, like, you should come be one of our first guests, like, you know, help, whatever. And I was like, okay, cool. And I was like, but I really would like to do this long term because I really do think that, you know, a female opinion on the show is going to draw female viewers in because females, we want to be heard as women. We want people to understand where we're coming from, understand all of our thoughts in our heads that we talk about daily and people just don't understand. So it feels nice to listen to another female and they're talking about these things that we constantly think about. Like, I love hearing female people who speak up, female influencers, people in the media who speak up, and I'm like, whoa, like that's what the fuck I was just talking about. Thanks, boo. Thank you.
I'm not gonna cap. Shout out to Marquez, but I thought instead of Marquez, I thought it was gonna be you, the one that was leaving before, you know, Marquez left. I thought you would be the one that left. So it's kind of, you know, crazy to me that you end up actually staying for the time being. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
So,
I think, oh, sorry. Excuse me. We just have to make sure, like, our video's still recording for the people that watch us on YouTube.
Yeah, because we tired of the camera issues and shit. You know how that shit go. Damn.
I just hit the pen, bro. Stop playing.
I tried to play it off. I ain't know if your job be, you know. But anyways, man. Shout out to Lizzy with the Glizzy. She been here from the beginning.
Yeah, but like, you know, there has been times when I didn't take a break from the show, but it was times where I couldn't come through. But I did make this show one of my top priorities, so I will be doing it every week, and I'll be here and stuff like that. And I don't see me dropping out because I want to be one of the people that women have that's speaking out for them. Like, I don't mind speaking up for us as women. I want us to be heard. I want our viewpoints to be seen. Like,
shout out to our black queens, man. We gotta shout out to the black queens that actually watch the pod. You know what I mean? That actually tell me when I'm on my shit, because I'm always be on my shit. I'm always talk my shit, and I don't give a fuck what none of y'all think. But shout out to y'all for giving me y'all opinions, because, you know, y'all actually the ones watching the show. So I can't even.
But I want to go ahead and say, though, that there are going to be times when the women are going to disagree with me and agree with Emery, and there are going to be times when the niggas watching are going to disagree with Emery and agree with me. But that's how opinions go. That's how different voices, listening to different voices, that's how the outcome, you know, is. Like, that's what it is. So I feel no negativity if a woman told me, like, hey, I didn't agree with what you said, like, that's fine. Like, I'm glad that I have someone who told me that they don't agree. Like, thank you.
Well, I'm gonna get going with the next topic because we off the lick, man. You want to take one more shot or no? Come on, let's get it. Lizzy, come on with your. Hey, shout out to me because I quit smoking. Shout out to me. Hold on.
That's why he want to fucking drink all the goddamn time.
I quit smoking cigarettes, people. So, you know, it's only been a week. But it's only been a week.
I think it's like the first 2 or 3 weeks that'll be the hardest.
It was one of them days where I was craving a cigarette real bad, and I was so close to buying one. But, yeah, I didn't.
Does the gum method help for you?
Fuck no, nigga. I got this fucking vape. That's why I've been puffing on this shit.
Oh, that helps?
Not really, because it don't do the same shit as a cigarette, but I don't know. I just use it like...
Does that not have nicotine in it?
I guess it do, but I mean, I guess I had such high doses of nicotine in the past while smoking cigarettes.
That's why you should get a vape.
It's waning me off.
I had a vape.
Man, my shit broke.
Shit.
My shit broke like
I would say, because if you get another one, you can just get like a higher nicotine and then slowly adjust your nicotine level to go down to eventually you're at 0. That's how I quit. I used to smoke cigarettes really, really bad. That's how I quit smoking, because I like just went all the way down to 0% nicotine.
One thing I can say is my patience has been like very fucking short.
Yeah, it's going to
So it's going to be like that for probably the next month or so. Mm-hmm. But I feel like after that shit, after I get over this hurdle, I'll be straight.
It's just stopping, staying in that.
Yeah, but
of not smoking.
If I stay away from people that actually smoke, because I ain't gonna cap. If I'm around somebody that smoke,
you're gonna smoke.
I'm gonna smoke a cigarette or two. But if I'm not around people that, like, for this week, I haven't been around people that smoke.
Smokes.
So I haven't really been tested. Only like the urges, like if I'm sitting at the crib without a pack, mm-hmm. I'll be thinking like, damn, I want to go get a pack of cigarettes, but I'll be like, okay, I'm not finna go all the way to the store
just for some cigarettes.
Yeah, but if I'm around somebody that got a pack, I might bum one. But
it's part of the process, though. You're not gonna have good days all the time. Like, this week won't be good, but next week you might have a slip up, and that's okay.
Yeah, for sure. But that brings me to the last topic. Where the fuck did that shit go? I swear I just
remember those stories all the way down there, like all the little kids time stories when the teacher used to read it and stuff.
All right, I'm gonna summarize it. So I seen this funny ass fucking post on Facebook, right? It was like my homie, he asked me could he use my crib to
cheap.
fuck this hoe in, right? Don't do that, Lizzy.
Sorry.
We ain't the feds in this hoe. We need a siren or for every time you say some bullshit.
Right.
But anyway, wait, is this a
FBI, open up!
Yeah, that's Lizzy right there.
Period.
But yeah, anyways.
Get them cheaters out of here.
Anyways. So fucking my homie, not my homie.
Fucking your
I
homie.
seen I never said no shit like that.
Fucking
Don't put no words in my
homie.
mouth.
That's what you said.
No, I said
I'm just joking. He does it to everybody else.
Nah, but okay, so I was reading this post and this shit said my homie asked could he use my crib to fuck a bitch in, right? That nigga agreed to letting his homie fuck a bitch in his crib. He said his homie came in his crib and was like, damn, nigga, you still here? Get the fuck up out of my shit. And like, he kind of like went off on his ass, right? So he was like, I'm 2 seconds away from like going off on this nigga and telling this nigga to get the fuck out of my shit. But I'm going to take one for the team. Moral of the story is, how do you feel about people that act a different way in front of somebody else, right? Like, that was a funny ass post, but the moral of the story is,
he didn't do
I
that.
guess,
He didn't say that to him.
Huh?
He didn't say that to him. That's the moral to the story.
What you mean?
What you mean? What's the...
No, the moral of the story is, how do you feel about people that act a different way in front of other people? Lizzy, I cannot drink with this motherfucker. She can't drink.
He literally just said, I can't even remember now.
No, I brought up the post as an like.
No,
as a
I'm talking
funny
about the
segue. Yeah, that nigga walked in and was like, hey, what the fuck you still doing in my shit? Get the fuck out my shit.
He said it to
in front of
him.
the female. Yeah, trying to show out. Pretty much. Because I guess he didn't expect the nigga to be at the crib or whatever.
But he told him he could use the shit.
He told him he could use his shit. But I guess they was at a misunderstanding. Like, you supposed to leave before I get there so I can act like this my shit. But I guess the nigga didn't know. So he was chilling or about to leave or something. And then the nigga was like, man, why the fuck you in my shit? Get the fuck out. Like, nah, nigga, you still here? Get the fuck out my shit. Or something like that. How do you feel about people who act a different way in front of different people?
How is that him acting a different way?
It's not the nigga that got cursed out. It's the nigga that came in with the female and started acting a certain type of way because the female was with him.
Oh, I'm hearing this story completely different. I thought you said that they was already there. Him and the female was there, and the guy who owned the place came in and said, what the fuck you still doing in my place?
No.
Oh, you meant that guy was there who lived there.
Who lived there.
He came there trying to
he admitted.
Nigga, I would have blessed you. Such a goofy ass dude.
Like, how do you feel about, but that was just a funny example of the topic of the story.
Bro.
Topic of the story is, how do you feel about people that act a certain way in front of certain people?
Oh, that example wasn't a part of the post?
That was the post, but I was using that post as an example. Damn, Lizzy, are you drunk?
I didn't understand. You were talking about like 10 different things at once.
I didn't, but okay. So how do you feel about people that act a different way depending on who they're around?
I think that this is something that I talk about all the time. Like, not necessarily on the show, just in general, I don't understand why people, okay, I won't say I don't understand. I just don't get why people feel the need to display like different versions of themselves. Like, I feel like if you're going to be real, you're going to be true, you're going to be 100% to yourself, you're going to be 100% no matter what. It's going to be when some random person sees you and then your closest friend sees you, like, they're going to have the same story, the same version of you. Like, I don't understand why people have to create different versions of themselves. But, I mean, I don't get it, but I understand why people do. But because people have, like, past traumas and shit.
I don't think that's an excuse, but what if somebody don't know how to keep it real? What would you do in that point?
I actually know a person. Situation? And the way I handle that situation, I can't necessarily be a part of that situation. I'm so real. I'm so 100%. Like, I wouldn't know, because then I would feel like I would be losing myself trying to help you find yourself, trying to help you see reality. I think I would lose touch with reality myself. Cause like, what am I gonna do to help you see reality how it is? Like, I don't know. Like,
no, I'm talking about if somebody flex on you.
Oh, if someone flex on me, no, yeah, I'm gonna have to make it how it is. Like, you're not about to make me look bad, especially when I'm doing you a favor. Yeah, no, that's not how this is about to go. So,
I feel it. I feel like that shit lame as fuck. I feel like if you see that warning sign that somebody is not who they pretend to be one time, I feel like you should separate yourself from that person. Mm-hmm. Because it's not going to lead to nothing but more situations and more run-ins where you're going to have to expose this person.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean?
I definitely understand.
So I feel like in a situation where people just can't keep it real, you just got to keep it moving, bro. I don't even talk to people. Once you show me that one sign that you can't be yourself 100% around anybody, then I just can't fuck with you. Because, yeah.
No, I was just about to say that's exactly like after like some of the things that I've like recently and not recently been through, just things that I've been through in general, it made me realize that I have to always look and listen to the person that whoever shows me who they are the first time.
Yeah.
So when I say first time, I don't mean how you first appeared to me, but that one time that you was different from how you first appeared to me, I need to listen to that. So if you we all cool, we met cool, whatever, haha, kiki, but you show me that one time that you can be an asshole, I can't put that past you. Or you can intentionally do something like whatever fucked up. I can't put that past you. Now, if you obviously show me like a really fucking good side of you and I'm like, oh damn, like that person dope, like I'm not gonna ignore that, but I'm not gonna step away from you. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah. I just don't ignore a person when they show you who they really are. That's all I'm gonna say. That's what I learned, and that's what I instill inside of me. So it's really crazy that you said that. Like, I agree with that. That's how I'm just now becoming.
Yeah, I feel like, yeah, when it's somebody that show you that they can't be themselves in front of whoever they with, it's obviously a time for you to keep it moving, because a lot of people done been in like some life or death situations and they didn't make it through because somebody that they was with or something was like acting a certain way or something, and they kind of like, you know, pull some whole ass shit.
Yep. Hope I got the backlash of it.
Yep. So, without further ado, that ends this episode of the Off the Lick podcast.
22.
I thought it was 21. Damn.
Why do you keep saying that?
It ain't 21?
Last week was 21.
No, last week was 20, wasn't it?
Bro, stop making me crazy, bro. Like, so when we first started it, he said, welcome to episode 22. He said it like 5 times.
22 or 21, look it up. But while she's looking that up, make sure you like, subscribe, hit that notification bell. And, yeah, it's 22. My bad. 22, episode 22. So make sure you like, subscribe, hit that notification bell. Make sure y'all stay in touch with the whole thing. Fuck a deal, October 1st. And we less than 2 weeks. Way less than. It's 10 days.
It is 10 days, about to be 9
days. Well,
it's
9 days when this come out, or 8 days when this come out. So
yeah,
make sure y'all fuck with it.
Yeah, but all I'm gonna say is, y'all need to things keep showing up. Let me start over.
What the fuck?
I was supposed to say like 10 different things at once, and I didn't know which one to start with.
Said, y'all need to, you know. I'm like, what the fuck?
Okay, let me start with the most important. Thank you so much for everyone who is supporting us actively, who has supported us, who is going to support us. Thank y'all so much. We are so appreciative of it. We've definitely come a long way since like episode 1.
On the couch.
Shout
out to Shrimp Gang, man.
Bro, but then we got this studio now, like we're out, with the
mixing
campaigns.
And shit.
We doing real things.
We trying to grow. We trying to get bigger, you know what I mean?
So,
and shout out to Lizzy for every contribution that she makes to the show, whether it's studio time, whether it's whatever, her input on certain situations. We need to empower our strong, black, beautiful queens. You know what I mean? We need to make sure that they are well taken care of and protected, because a lot of people outside of our race are trying to diminish the black beautiful queens. So
and kings.
We got to make sure we put them on a pedestal.
I wish we would have talked about that. Shit.
We can.
Real quick. I just real quick, and then we gonna leave y'all. I'm sorry. I have to talk about it when we said Black Kings, bro. Did you see that shit that was happening over in was it Florida? No, it was Texas. With the 15,000 Haitians that was hiding underneath the bridge in Texas, in Houston or whatever, and the sheriffs on the horse was beating them, whipping them.
Nah, I ain't heard nothing about that.
Oh my god.
What happened?
So I don't know. Like they were immigrants. They were trying to come over, and the sheriffs was just like beating them. I didn't see the video. I'm gonna watch the video, but the way I want to end this podcast is how y'all feel about that, because we're gonna talk about this next episode. Okay. So I'm trying to see some comments so I can know how y'all feel about it.
For sure. Well, that concludes this episode of the Off the Lick podcast. Subscribe,
thumbs
like.
up. That means like.
Make sure y'all,
turn on your post notifications like he said.
For sure.
And follow us on the Instagram, the gram, whatever the lingo is.
Yeah, man. Follow us on Instagram, man. Make sure y'all hit the links in our bios, and we got some real big shit in the foreseeable future.
Yay,
so y'all niggas
so
pay
excited.
Attention, because y'all might miss something, and don't count out the Off the Lick podcast. You got anything left to say?
No, thank you so much. I love you guys. Mwah.
We out this hoe.
When the foes so to sleep, I can't fight it. Locked in my mode, I feel like I'm indicted. Heart turning cold and I think that I like it. Look at my drip, got these hoes all excited. They tried to kill me, the fire ignited, and I beat the bullet. These niggas ain't like me. They think I'm a demon, I'm really enlightened. When I hit the block, I hit harder than Tyson.